90-Day Fiancé's Julia Trubkina admits to financial trouble by revealing her babies need medical help. The reality television series 90-Day Fiancé has long captivated audiences with its exploration of cross-cultural relationships, the complexities of international love, and the challenges faced by couples navigating the K-1 visa process. Throughout the show's various spin-offs, viewers have become attached to many of the stars, following their journeys long after their seasons have aired. Julia Trubkina, a fan favorite from 90-Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, has been one of those personalities whose personal story and struggles have captured the public's attention. In a recent revelation, Julia Trubkina, who is married to Brandon Gibbs, admitted to experiencing significant financial difficulties. The confession came with a heartbreaking twist, as Julia shared that her babies were in need of urgent medical attention. As fans of 90-Day Fiancé already know, Julia and Brandon have faced their share of challenges on the show, from family interference to adjusting to life in the US. Now, it appears that financial stress is adding to the list of hurdles they have to overcome. This article delves into Julia's candid admission about her financial struggles, her emotional appeal about her pets, and the broader implications of her situation. By exploring her personal struggles and how they reflect broader issues faced by many couples and individuals in similar circumstances, we'll gain a deeper understanding of the challenges Julia is facing, the impact of social media on her life, and the public's reaction to her revelations. 1. Julia Trubkina's journey on 90-Day Fiancé. Julia Trubkina first appeared on 90-Day Fiancé in the series' 8th season, which aired in 2020. Hailing from Russia, Julia met Brandon Gibbs, a farmer from Virginia, while she was working as a dancer at a nightclub in her home country. The couple's story was filled with typical obstacles for a 90-Day Fiancé couple: cultural differences, language barriers, and a strained relationship with Brandon's overbearing parents, who lived on the family farm where Julia was expected to live. As the season progressed, viewers watched as Julia struggled to adapt to life in the US, particularly with Brandon's parents' strict rules and the lack of independence she felt living under their roof. The couple's story wasn't just about their romantic relationship but also about Julia's desire to find herself and her place in Brandon's life, away from the control of his parents. Despite these challenges, Julia and Brandon's relationship appeared strong, and the couple eventually got married. However, since the show's airing, both Julia and Brandon have faced ongoing issues, including struggles with finances, career choices, and family expectations. 2. Financial struggles. A reality check for the couple. Julia Trubkina has been open about the financial difficulties she and Brandon have faced since their marriage. When they initially appeared on 90-Day Fiancé, it was clear that Brandon came from a modest background, living on a farm and working on the family property. Julia, on the other hand, had moved to the US with high hopes for a better life and career opportunities. However, their dreams of financial prosperity have not materialized as quickly as they had hoped. Like many young couples, Julia and Brandon have had to adjust to life in the US with limited financial resources. Brandon, who works on his family's farm, does not have a high-paying job, and Julia has struggled to find consistent work due to her visa restrictions and language barriers. At the same time, the couple is also dealing with the realities of living in a rural area, where job opportunities are often limited, and the cost of living can be challenging for those just starting out. Julia's struggle with financial independence became particularly evident when she expressed her frustration on social media. In one of her more recent Instagram posts, Julia admitted that she and Brandon were facing mounting financial pressure, struggling to pay bills and manage basic living expenses. The couple's financial instability has left Julia feeling helpless, as she shared her distress about not being able to support herself in the way she had envisioned before moving to the US. 3. The heartbreaking revelation: my babies need medical help. In a particularly emotional Instagram post, Julia Trubkina opened up about another layer of the financial strain she and Brandon are facing. Julia referred to her beloved pets, which she affectionately calls her babies, and explained that they were in need of medical attention. The pets, which include a cat and a dog, are an integral part of Julia's life, and she has often shared cute and heartwarming photos of them on her social media accounts. Julia's pets have become her source of comfort and joy, especially in light of her struggles with adjusting to life in the US. However, in her recent post, Julia expressed deep concern about her pet's health and the rising cost of veterinary care. She revealed that both her dog and cat required medical treatment, but due to their current financial situation, she and Brandon were unable to afford the necessary care for them. Julia explained that her babies had been experiencing health issues, and while she wanted to provide them with the best possible care, the financial strain was making it impossible for her to do so. In her post, Julia's emotional appeal resonated with many fans. She explained that her pets meant the world to her and that, as someone who was already feeling financially overwhelmed, the thought of not being able to provide for her animals added another layer of stress and sadness to her life. The post was a cry for help, as Julia asked her followers for support and understanding in these difficult times. 4. Fans' reactions. Mixed responses to Julia's appeal. Julia's admission about her financial struggles and the need for medical help for her pets received a mixed reaction from fans. On one hand, many fans expressed sympathy for her situation. They understood that adjusting to life in a foreign country, dealing with visa issues, and navigating the pressures of a new marriage could be incredibly overwhelming. Additionally, animal lovers among her followers empathized with her deep love for her pets and understood the desire to provide them with the care they needed, even in times of financial hardship. On the other hand, some fans were less sympathetic to Julia's plea. Some critics pointed out that Julia and Brandon had chosen to move to the US and start their lives there, and that it was ultimately their responsibility to make financial plans for the future. These critics expressed frustration that Julia had not yet found stable work or figured out a way to contribute more financially to the household. Some also questioned why the couple hadn't yet made any significant moves to improve their financial situation, given the time that had passed since their initial appearance on 90 Day Fiancé. Moreover, some fans took issue with the way Julia framed the situation. They questioned whether it was fair to ask for public support or sympathy for her pets when, in their view, the couple's financial struggles could have been avoided with more proactive planning or responsibility. These reactions highlighted the complex nature of Julia's situation, where personal challenges are often met with public scrutiny. 5. The broader context. Financial hardships for immigrant couples. Julia's situation is not unique, and it brings to light a broader issue faced by many immigrant couples and individuals living in the U.S. While 90 Day Fiancé showcases the emotional and cultural struggles of couples in international relationships, it also highlights the financial realities of being an immigrant in the U.S., especially when dealing with visa restrictions, language barriers, and limited access to stable employment. For many immigrants, finding a job and building a stable income can be challenging, particularly in the first few years after arriving in the country. Visa limitations often prevent individuals from working full-time or in certain industries, making it difficult to achieve financial independence. Additionally, cultural differences and a lack of understanding of the U.S. job market can further exacerbate these challenges. Julia's financial struggles are therefore part of a larger narrative that many viewers can relate to, especially those who have experienced similar hardships as immigrants or newcomers to a foreign country. Julia's candid admission about her difficulties provides insight into the often overlooked struggles that many immigrants face, particularly when they are far from their families and support systems. 6. The impact of social media on Julia's story. Social media plays a significant role in how 90 Day Fiancé stars communicate with their fans and followers. For Julia, her Instagram account has become a platform where she can share both the highs and lows of her life. By revealing her financial troubles and the health issues with her pets, Julia has opened up a more personal side of her story to the public. This level of transparency has created an emotional connection between her and her followers, with many offering words of support. However, social media can also amplify negative reactions. While Julia has received a great deal of empathy from some followers, others have used the platform to criticize her choices, question her motives, or highlight her perceived shortcomings. This constant scrutiny can be difficult to navigate, especially when dealing with personal issues like financial stress and the health of loved ones. The attention Julia's post has garnered reflects the larger issue of how reality TV stars, particularly those from 90 Day Fiancé, are constantly under the microscope. Their personal struggles, whether they are financial, emotional, or familial, are often magnified by the public's intense interest in their lives. In Julia's case, this has meant that her admission of financial difficulties and her plea for support for her pets has been met with both empathy and criticism. 7. Moving forward, will Julia and Brandon overcome their struggles? The future of Julia and Brandon's relationship remains uncertain, particularly in light of the financial struggles they are facing. As viewers of 90 Day Fiancé know, the couple has had their ups and downs, with Brandon's family playing a significant role in their challenges. However, despite these difficulties, Julia and Brandon have shown resilience in their relationship, and it is possible that they will find a way to overcome their financial woes. For Julia, the immediate focus will likely be on finding a stable source of income, improving her financial situation, and ensuring that her pets receive the medical care they need. Whether she chooses to seek help from fans or works to find alternative solutions to her financial troubles, Julia's journey will continue to unfold in the public eye. Ultimately, Julia's story highlights the emotional and practical challenges that come with starting a life in a new country, navigating relationships, and trying to make ends meet. Her openness about her struggles provides a relatable glimpse into the reality of life for many immigrants and young couples, and her journey may inspire others who are facing similar obstacles. This article aimed to explore Julia Trubkina's personal financial struggles, her heartfelt revelation about her pets, and the wider implications of her story. The challenges Julia faces are both personal and public, with fans following her every step of the way. Let me know if you need any further details or adjustments. 90 Day Fiancé's Julia Trubkina admits to financial trouble by revealing her babies need medical help. 90 Day. The Last Resort star Julia Trubkina is facing money problems as she is unable to afford her babies' medical treatment. Russian Julia came to the U.S. from Krasnodar in 2020 to marry Brandon Gibbs from Virginia. Julia was working as a go-go dancer back home apart from being a bodybuilding champ. Brandon didn't want Julia to work in a strip club when she realized she wasn't able to secure a good enough job in America. Brandon and Julia also argued over babies. Julia later revealed she was told she'd never have kids by her doctors back home. In a recent 90 Day, The Last Resort episode, Julia revealed she cheated on Brandon. Julia is now opening up about how she's facing financial troubles amid the cheating scandal. Julia took to Instagram after the 90 Day, The Last Resort episode aired to reveal a picture of a receipt from the vet after she posted about her two dogs getting a checkup. The receipt showed that Julia had paid $1,222.64 towards the vet's bill. Julia posted another photo of her fur babies sitting in her car, on their way home. She captioned it, "We just spent our mom's salary," and added that if an animal clinic wishes to collaborate with her, they could contact her. She added the hashtags, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Norfolk. What Julia admitting to money problems after revealing she cheated on Brandon means. Did Brandon split with Julia after the cheating scandal? Julia and Brandon went to the Arizona resort to address the issues they weren't comfortable discussing on social media with their followers. For the last 5 years, Julia suggested there was trouble in paradise with her crying selfies and cryptic posts. Julia and Brandon opened up about the baby issue on the show. However, once Julia got her big secret off her chest, Brandon assured her that they would find a solution together. However, Brandon did not react well to Julia talking about her kissing her ex-boyfriend 4 years ago. Interestingly, Julia and Brandon's social media confirmed they were still together after filming the show. In that case, Brandon not helping Julia foot the vet's bills seems strange. Julia considers the puppies her own children and refers to them as her babies, while they are as close to Brandon as they are to Julia. Julia seems to have spent her 90-day fiancé earnings on the vet visit, considering she has not revealed whether she has a job outside the show. Brandon, meanwhile, worked as a pest control technician and wouldn't have found it difficult to foot the bills. Our take on Julia not revealing why Brandon can't help with vet bills. Will Julia launch a fundraiser next? 90 Day. The Last Resort's Julia did not share why Brandon was not able to help her and why she needed to turn to social media. It remains to be seen if Julia will open a GoFundMe like most other cast members who have faced money problems in the past. While it cannot be said that they take advantage of gullible fans through fundraisers, these cast members have been successful in raising thousands of dollars with help from their supporters. She recently launched her own business of subscription boxes for dogs, but it doesn't look like the idea worked out.